Hi, how are you? This is Matthew from Love Buddy. Today's another love tip. What is today? Today's date, it's July 9th, 2019, and it's a Tuesday, 10 a.m. here in the Philippines, and we're at UTC plus 8. Let's see, right now, for example, in New York, it's 10 p.m. on a Monday night, the 8th of July. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything's going really great for you today. Um, we're talking about another really kind of relevant, I mean, all of these are really relevant, these love tips. Um, they are, the love tips are addressing just some major aspects of life that can affect us all and can hold us back, give us a difficult life, lower our level of happiness and joy and meaningfulness in our lives, make a day-to-day experience not really so great so that we're not living the kind of life that we really want to live. And why not? It's not that hard. You understand love, then life becomes really, it's not a matter of good or bad or happy or sad. It's really, it transcends that. Love transcends everything. It transforms our lives. Yeah, we're going to have some sad days because that's what life is about. Sometimes things happen that aren't so great. And we can really be sad sometimes. However, you're not lost when you have love. You're not stressed out or super worried. You're not feeling, well, let's look at today's, I mentioned 4 different aspects here. Panic, worrying, nervousness, and stress. So I've had times in my life, I don't know that I've ever had a panic attack. Maybe once I almost had a little bit of a panic attack years ago. But I definitely have had stress in my life. I've definitely worried about things. I've definitely felt like uneasy inside. And, life can do that to us if we're not really prepared for it. Now, you see some people, one of the things I noticed part of the Chinese culture was people in China, part of the culture is kind of they don't get upset. They exude a certain kind of outer confidence. Now, inside, they don't have it. Inside, they don't really have it. And talk about a society that is not based on love at all. In general, the culture in China is based upon prosperity. So they're not so concerned unless they maybe have problems with prosperity. But there is a certain kind of a calmness when it comes to conflict. When I grew up in the States, waitress forgets your mayonnaise, whatever, people get upset, people lose it easily, and it's kind of part of the culture. Late for work, honking in traffic, stepping on toes, people rushing around, people feeling stress at work, people trying to do a really good job at something, getting frustrated because they can't. I mean, there are a million things. The baby's crying and the spaghetti's boiling over on the stove and we're late for work and we just got some bad news about something, and so we've got stress in our lives. And without having love as a foundation, we don't have this kind of a calmness. And I'm talking about the exterior calmness of the Chinese culture. I'm talking about deep inside. Something that you can fall back on, something that can make you feel calm, something that make you feel like it's going to be all right. And love does that when you understand love. Love is kind of like when you're in the desert, then you dig a little bit, and underneath where you've just been dying of thirst, your mouth is parched, your lips are cracked, you're dying, it's literally killing you. This life, this world, this experience. You dig a little bit and you find this underground aquifer, just unlimited, cool, clear water. It's been right there. It's been there the whole time, but we don't always know it. Love is in our heart. Love is in your heart. It's in my heart. Love is everywhere. And unlike an aquifer, even better, it's infinite. It goes forever because that's what the universe is made of. Universe is made of love. And when you get in touch with that, when you tap into that, there's an infinite amount of calmness and peace and reassurance and the feeling that everything's going to be okay. And from that place, you have your foundation in life. You have your center. And from that place, you know how to deal with worry. If you're concerned about something, you tap into that center. You can feel that center. The more meditation you do, the more experience you have getting in touch with love, taking deep breaths and being calm and relaxing and feeling the love inside. The more practice you get doing that, the easier and faster it becomes. We always have challenges or things that come up that just blow us away, that shock us. We weren't ready for it. I mean, that's the experience of life. And if you're not experiencing setbacks, confusion, surprises, shocks, challenges, you're not alive. You're numb. You're in a coma. Some people are walking around like a zombie. They're not in touch with anything anymore. So it's okay to have these, but how do you deal with it? How do you recover? How long does it last? How much does it bother you? How deep does it go? How deep does it shake your foundation? Well, if love is your foundation, it's not going to shake anything. Forget it. You've got this calmness inside, and I've experienced that firsthand, and I'm sure many other people, people that are listening now, people that are watching this video, they know what that's about. They know what that's like to have that foundation, to have that calmness, that place to tap into. So when you start to feel a little bit of panic, you feel a little bit of worry, you feel nervous about something, you get in touch with that calmness inside, with that infinite love, with that no conditions kind of love. Now, we have limits on the love that we can express because we're humans, and that's how things work. But love itself, unconditional. And when you tap into that unconditional love, it is always there for you, and it is always going to calm you, and it's always going to give you a better way, a doorway, a learning and experience and knowledge, a relief. Cool, clear water on that hot, dry day. So what do we do when we feel stressed out? What do we do? Let's bring this down to earth. Let's stop being so theoretical here. Let's not wax so philosophical or so, I don't want to be out of touch with the day-to-day struggle. So if you're in traffic, what do? You feel panic, you're late for work. Okay, what is the car going to fly? No, you're stuck in traffic, and that's just the way it is. Whatever happened, happened. However you got there, you got there. Take a deep breath. Get in touch with that calmness inside. And when you practice getting in touch with that calmness inside, that awareness that you've got all the time in the world. I've had to remind myself of that. Sometimes I feel like, oh no, I'm late for this, I'm late for that. You've got all the time in the world. It's not about time. Time is an illusion. Ask Einstein. Einstein mentions, if your time is really, relative, right? Depends on what you're doing, If you're sitting next to a pretty girl on a bus bench, time goes really quickly. So time is really relevant. So don't let time get in your way, and don't worry about I'm 5 minutes late for work or this or that, late for this project, late for this or that. Don't worry about that. Let that go, because you can be calm. You can be relaxed. You can be peaceful. You can know that everything's okay. And you can have that feeling all day, every day, instead of living in a world of stress that's just going to harden your arteries, give you brain damage, give you a stroke, whatever. If you get in touch with the love within, the love that's inside you. And the best way that I know how to do that, close your eyes if you can, if you're not driving, take a deep breath and breathe out all that stress and know just that everything's going to be okay. Know that you've got all the time in the world. No matter what happens, everything's going to be all right. No reason to live your life in stress. No reason to feel panicked. No reason to worry all the time. When you're in touch with love, when you have the practice of love, when you have the love habit, and you're able to get into the love zone, all that falls away, all that stress, all that worry, all that panic. Okay, so that's it for today. How to deal with stress, nervousness, worry, panic in your life. If you want to know more, go to the website, watch some of the other videos, sign up for one of the courses. I'm here. We're here every day. 10 p.m. New York time, 10 a.m. Philippines time with a love tip. And then Sunday's a special day. Same time, but we go a little bit longer. We look more in depth at different aspects of love. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything's going really well with you. Hope your life is filled with love. I'll see you same time tomorrow. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now.